Dear colleagues, we are glad to present for you our research Teaching Robotics to Future Teachers as part of project activities. Educational robotics evaluates tools that ensure the effective implementation of STEM education. The combination of basics of robotics, natural science, and mathematics study, design, and research activities significantly expands the scope of educational projects that can be performed by students at school. For example, the issue of environmental project may include the environmental protection, disaster relief, conservation of flora and fauna, creating favorite conditions for humanity, external conditions, eco-energy, etc. Also quite interesting in the projects related the technologies for development of artificial intelligence, big data processing, nanotechnology, and bioenergetic internet things, etc. Soon it is projected to move from desktop robotics to the cloud on the principles of IoT. The scientific The curriculum determines the nature of relationships between the disciplines and the degree integration. There are the following types of inclusive courses. Discipline-based integration, focusing of each discipline provides students with the specialized skills and concepts of the field. The specialized training provides teachers and students with the in-depth knowledge of the sector. However, the study may lead to the fundamentation of information that does not reflect of comprehensive of the scientific fragmentation of information that doesn't there is no knowledge of the conversation between the different subjects. The type is possible of theoretical courses as a basic for the future study scientific concepts and formation of ideas of the orientation of scientific research in certain areas. Study of parallel courses is the case of the content of each discipline doesn't change, only the study orders changes. In this way, an effective obtained when the students can establish of connection between the individual phenomena by themselves or their helps of a teacher. The only disadvantage is that students don't see cooperation among the teachers. Additional courses of a discipline combination of different disciplines focused on the problem without a direct attempt of integration. Integrated courses are short-term project activities. Some activities are based on the The characteristic feature of natural science of mathematics teacher professional activity in terms of STEM education are the usage of active and widespread or use students' research activities throughout the implementation of various projects, the most important of which are the project related to educational robotics. The professional activity of natural and mathematics discipline teacher in STEM education is not limited to teaching natural and mathematics discipline at school, but also covers scientific external work. In the extracurricular work, regular research training in many areas, including STEM disciplines. The purpose of STEM education for different levels for education is different. The elementary school materials should focus on primary stage courses as well as STEM field and professions. This first step offers training based on standards, structured courses and actual tasks. The integrated for STEM topics. The aim is to involve students to their desire to consider their studies, not because they have to. The focus is also in the combination of STEM learning opportunities within the outside the school. Junior high school, it's a stage of the course must be more complex. The advances of the students in STEM areas and professional as well as the academic needs this area. At this level, students are beginning to study careers related to STEM. Senior school, a curricula focused the fundamental novelty of using robotics in the educational process lays in the exchange of the fundamental approaches, the introducing of new information technologies into the learning progress that encourage students to solve various logical and design problems. The study of each topic innovates the implementation of projects independent with the help of innovating technologies. Teachers who use robotics in their practice scan activity and number of goals, join or focus ideas, analyze results, and search a new. The level of interaction and contribution of each discipline in different projects very different. There are also be different types of activities in each stage of STEM's robotic project implementation. In the course of design and research, a holistic vision of the problem forms and a complex scientific task that requires that integration of knowledge from the various fields. Physics, mathematics, geography, and has a sociality significant component. The future teacher training program consists of general description of social and humanitarian orientation, which contribute to the development of the general culture and the socialization of the personality of the future teacher. The main disciplines provide disciplinary training, theoretical, practical, the discipline of the philological and pedagogical cycle will prepare future teacher for educational work. Besides practical training, in the form of training and producing practices, pedagogical and research work in the form of writing, and finally, quality research courses are moderatory. In order to realize the curricula, we have formulated course requirements in accordance with the educational needs of the future teachers for scientific and mathematics. The content of the course should be appropriated to a level of technologies development and should encourage students to adopt new approach in a practice. The content of the course reflects and builds understanding to current developments and trends in science and technology. The objective should be practice scientific and the result should be complete products. The task should be created and address the problem in an integrated manner. Each task is performed in the following stages: formulation on the research tasks, research planning, etc. Course elements, problem service, etc. should help students see the ability of innovating and feel successful in STEM disciplines, the clarity of the criteria and requirements. Analysis for the curricula for the future teacher is natural and mathematic disciplines has shown. There are focus set of the training of thematic skills is knowledge and application levels. Valuable components are present, but to the lesser extent. They are more often consist with the integration of information technologies into an educational process and is a smaller number of cases. There are considered with the STEM education technologies. The results of the study have led us to conclude that there are disciplines in curricula contribute to the development of competencies of each of the fields, scientific, technical, technological, or mathematical. There are scientific disciplines in the curricula, so is it desire to carry our extended classes that contribute to the construction of a holistic vision of fundamental laws in the study of science and the formation of the image of the world's